What's going on? It's Dewan HODLs. We out here, we're outside hanging out. The weather's decent. We got some overcast, but it's like 82, 85 over here. I want to let you guys know, if you're stacking Bitcoin and you're doing it responsibly, my hat goes off to you. But if you don't have any Bitcoin, you might want to probably get some. Get as much as you can. Think of it as a unit thing. Don't think of it as how much it is that you can buy with your, dollar amount. Think about how much Bitcoin you can acquire, and make sure you try to get some non-KYC to hedge against any type of government overreach, any type of tyranny. We've seen it done here in the US for the past 4 years, or the last 4 years. Overreach on your health, your sovereignty, your way to earn money. And at some point, why wouldn't they go as far as overreach on trying to control and oversee your assets and your money movement? So if you want to protect it, if you want to be international, travel, be able to move funds across the border, of course Bitcoin is one of the best assets to do that with. Just memorizing 24 words, 12 words, whatever your choice is. And also being able to be difficult to track on the chain by just looking at some non-KYC Bitcoin. So basically go to hodl.com if you're looking for some non-KYC Bitcoin. Links down in the description. Just the email address and password. All right, let's get into it. The money is worthless and everybody knows it. I had a conversation the other day with a woman who was closing on her first condo, moving out of her apartment. She said that she placed 5 bids in and she was outbidded every single time. One of the bids, she recalled, she was outbidded $40,000 cash. So the real estate market in the city that I'm in is hot, and it just shows you how, I guess, people are able to move from different regions of the US, or not even so much that. I think it's just people who were early on in the Ponzi scheme of the fiat monetary system, meaning that they were able to acquire assets where they were relatively depressed in price compared to their earnings, right, to their wage, meaning that, it only takes about, the price of their home was probably only like 2 years of their salary or 3 years of their salary, no more than 5. Now the price of a home is probably 10 or more of a person's salary, 10 years. And so then when they were able to acquire these properties, or either through some type of inheritance, they sell, they get it in a trust or something like that, and they move to certain areas where they're able to just, make it more difficult for the everyday person who works, who has a family, who has a child, wife, and they just want to get that 30-year fix and be able to maintain and live the American dream. So it's rougher because the money is worth less. If you look at Trueflation, which is a index of the real inflation of the US, total aggregate, last reading that I saw that was floating around was 25%. We're showing that the national debt is at all-time highs. Interest rate that the government has to service is over $1 trillion a year. There was consumer reading here in the US that the spending of the consumer has slowed down, starting to show weakness. That's probably due to the fact that the savings is spent from that pandemic finally, and that their credit burden is at all-time highs here. And the money is worthless. So what I'm basically painting a picture is that the strategy should honestly be to work, right? Because work still has some value. Seeing that you can get this worthless currency and be able to, I believe, at this time and at a short amount of time, you're able to convert it into Bitcoin. And that is the saving grace, I think, for the everyday person. And that window is closing up dramatically as the price the amount of that worthless currency that it takes to buy one entire Bitcoin is has grown exponentially in just a matter of 10 months. And so when people think about companies like BlackRock, Fidelity, and ETFs, this is just nothing more than a mechanism of, or a manifestation of what these financial forecasters and these financial professionals see to be continued monetary easing, or continued inflation, rather. So that's just what it is at the end of the day, straightforward. So and as far as I'm concerned, the beating will continue until morale improves, and that's going to be for the everyday person who doesn't understand that inflation will continue, and it will continue to get worse, and wages will continue not to pick up, to keep up, and therefore Bitcoin and the people who are smart, the smart money, will continue to pile in at some point. So that leads me to say that, you know, Bitcoin, though, is pulled back from $73,000. If you zoom out of the chart, look at it on the weekly chart, maybe monthly, you'll see that this is just a minor breather, pullback, not even really a pullback. And you know, you show that it's right around some critical levels of support. You know, if you zoom out, this is, in my opinion, the time to really buckle down and collect, to try to make sure that you have more of it than you did last month, last year, whatever. As it is proven to be the best savings technology, a set it and forget it savings technology. I think that's hard for the average normie, the average person, to wrap their heads around, because they're used to unnecessary movement of assets and things like that. You know, they're used to real estate having unnecessary maintenance, unnecessary taxes, and painting, and having this person or that person come and rent it and try to get profit out of it. It's just a lot of necessary movement. When Bitcoin is the first of its kind, a set it and forget it savings. You save in it, you set it and forget it, and you allow this system to continue to do what it was created to do, and that's to weaken the currency and to further devalue your time. So that's my opinion. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna keep this short and to the point. Check out links down in the description. Non-KYC Bitcoin, HODL.com. Check out the link to my video of why it's important to self-custody Bitcoin. I created that, AI powered. Also check out the link to CoinKite.com, so you're able to get a good wallet, a trusted non-KYC, I'm sorry, not well, it is always, but open sourced Bitcoin only hard wallet, okay? And you know what, and come up with strategies in order to get what you can out of this fiat system, while it can still allow you, while it's legal, to save in a set it and forget it savings technology. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.